Okay, hello my wonderful friends. You are once more welcome to my channel. This is the best arena, and in this arena we talk about the enormous opportunities and information from the aviation industry. Happy New Year to you all my returning subscribers and those seeing me for the first time. I'm a content creator based in Owerri, Imo State. Okay, this is a year that most people that have not been flying will start to fly, and those that have been flying will fly the more. The Lord will grant our heart desires this year, 2022, in Jesus' name. Okay, if you are ready now, let's board these flights. Okay, in this episode, I want to relay a story of how a family wasted 3.4 million naira for missing a flight. Yes, I mean 3.4 million naira for missing a flight. I pray that the story, the lessons we are to learn from this story will help us have a better plan for our future flying schedules. It happened on the 4th day of January 2022 with a family of 6, the parents and 4 children. Their planning schedule was to travel from Owerri to Lagos by 2:30 p.m. and from Lagos to France by 10 p.m. that same day. So around 2:20 p.m. I got to know that this family were traveling, and by then their flight was already on ground. And from the information I got from them, they were 40 minutes away from the airport, and the congestion, the traffic in the town is very, very heavy. Okay, after much rush, they arrived at the airport 10 minutes after their flight had departed, and that was the beginning of their trouble. When this happened, they started looking for another airline that could take them to Lagos, and no airline in the airport has a space, vacancies for 6. So they extended their search to other airports in the south, Port Harcourt, Enugu, even as far as Uyo and Delta. They couldn't find any flight that will have up to 6 vacancies that very afternoon or evening to travel to Lagos. They later settled for a flight to Abuja bound flight that would take them to Abuja, and then from Abuja to Lagos that very night. This family paid 482,000 naira because what was left in that flight was only business seats or first class. So they paid for the 6 members of the family 482,000 naira. And in that same airline, they paid 278,600 for the flight that would take them from Abuja to Lagos. Okay, after this payment, they left Lagos, they left Owerri, and we thought that the whole problem is settled. They landed in Abuja, and according to them, due to operational reason, the flight had 1 hour delay. 1 hour delay in Abuja, and they landed in Lagos 15 minutes before 10 p.m. and the foreign airline had already closed counter for boarding that very night. Do you know what this thing means? They will not travel with that airline that same day again. What a stressful journey. What a disappointment. What a trauma this family has passed through for just missing a flight. Okay, now they don't have a house in Lagos. So after much pleadings and argument with the airline, they have no option than to go and lodge in a hotel. And do you know what happened? This family lodged in a hotel for the next 7 days. Next 7 days before the international flight was rescheduled after paying huge sum of money. They left the country after 7 days, but at this point, the expenses had amounted to 3.4 million naira. 3.4 million naira. And no matter how things are hard in this nation, 3.4 million remains a very huge amount of money. It could fetch you many things. It could fetch you many things. 3.4 million naira. This is just one out of numerous cases we do record almost on daily basis. And that's why I came up with this episode. What can we do to avoid this kind of unnecessary expenses, unnecessary stress, unnecessary disappointments? Apart from coming late to the airport, there are other hidden reasons why people keep missing their flights. One of them is poor orientation. Poor orientation. As a flyer, it's very much important that when you come to the airport, have a friend in the airport that gives you information about the airline, about the airport, about the road to take to that airport. notion or this belief that our people that stay out of this country always have, that people that work in the airport, they are all fraudsters, they are 419 people, is a lie. When you come to the airport, look out for those people that are properly badged, those people that have their company's ID cards, company's logo, or company's uniforms. Approach them for information, collect their numbers for future references. They will help you whenever you are using the airport. Secondly, it is never advisable to travel the same day you have your international or connecting flights. For instance, you want to travel out of this country from Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos, or Kano. It's extremely important and advisable that you travel to that city a day to your journey. Or if you must travel that same day, make sure you are using morning flights. Use the morning flight so that if the airline fails or due to operational reasons they cancel the flight or anything that happens, you start from that morning to make alternative arrangements on how to travel to that city, so that before 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. your international flight is traveling, is leaving the country, you must have make it to that city. Not when you have to travel by 10 p.m. and you have your local flight or domestic flight from Owerri or Enugu or Port Harcourt to Abuja by 4:30 p.m. If the airline fails you, the whole travel is cancelled. You put yourself in a very tight corner and where you will spend very much huge sum of money before you travel again. Thirdly, for people that stay in the southeast or live in the southeast, during the festive period, the roads are always congested. Our roads are always congested. So if you are to travel, it's advisable that you leave your home very early, whether you are even traveling in the afternoon or evening. Leave your home very early. Or if you must not leave your home very early, it's better you go to that town where the airport is and lodge in a hotel. Lodge in a hotel, no matter how bad the road is or how congested the traffic is, you will make it to your flight. You will make it to the airport early and travel with your flight. Do you know that if this family I narrated their story had taken any or all the precautions I said above, their journey would have been very smooth. Very, very smooth. Please, my brothers and sisters, as you travel this year, as you fly this year, be time conscious. Aviation industry is all about time and time and time. 3.4 million naira just gone for being 15 minutes late to the airport. It is avoidable. It is extremely avoidable. Thank you if you had listened to this extent. I thank you. In this my channel, I talk about this kind of information frequently. I'll meet you in my next video. But before you go, just strike that subscription button. Your one subscription means so much to me. My target is just to reach this 1,000 very soon. Just watch the number of subscribers. We're growing, but your one subscription means so much to me. Thank you for your time. This is the best arena. I'll meet you in my next video. Thank you, and Happy New Year to you once more.